Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Andrew.
And good evening, Martha.
Martha.
Who probably won't speak.
Mama, she's been speaking the whole time.
Hmm?
She's speaking the whole time till we turn the camera
now she
on.
shuts up the moment I press the button. Now, Lisa, you have a huge pile
We have, well,
of things. You've
relatively big
got a
pile.
little thing, a medium-sized thing, and a great big
big thing.
huge thing.
so should we start? Do you want to start bottom from top or top
We'll
to
start
bottom?
with the little thing.
Right.
Start with the little thing. Now, do you think you know what they all are?
I think, yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
It's most exciting though, because I'm not entirely sure.
No. Well, I'm not. I think I know what this one is, but we shall see.
Well, the little thing and the medium thing came with the post.
Yes.
And then the big thing came with the TNT man,
Right.
who was most impressed that I answered the door.
Oh,
So, what have you got then?
okay. Rent-A-Ghost Unlimited.
Rent-A-Ghost Unlimited. Oh, what is it? Let's have a look at the picture then. Hang on. So, oh yes, there they are. Oh god, Jeremy the rubbish robot.
Jeremy the rubbish robot.
What's it say on the back then? What's the
It
blurb?
says, our rent-a-nanny service guarantees miles of trouble-free pram riding. For a reasonable charge, we'll top up the milk level, check wind pressure and change the nappies every few miles.
Wind pressure. I've got that.
Yes. Business was booming at Rent-A-Ghost thanks to the new rent-a-nanny service, but as usual, all the efforts of the ghostly crew are doomed to hilarious disaster. A further opportunity for all fans of Rent-A-Ghost, the highly successful television comedy series, to enjoy their favourite spooks in print.
How much?
It was originally 95 pence.
How much did you pay? More or less?
£2.75.
Oh, that's not bad then,
No.
with inflations.
No.
So how many Rent-A-Ghost books is that you've
All
got
of them.
now? You've got the full...
Full set.
Is it 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Rent-A-Ghost, Rent-A-Ghost Unlimited, Rent-A-Ghost Enterprises, and Rent-A-Ghost Rules.
Right. Okay. Now, medium-sized thing?
Medium-sized thing, right. So,
Oh, Martha's interested now because it involves cardboard. Where's this come from then?
this is from Waterstones.
All right.
So,
Oh, you got an email saying your thing has been dispatched, didn't you?
I'd no, things saying it'd been delivered.
All right. Okay.
I did have one. 30 I think, but I'd one saying it'd been delivered.
Blimey.
So, right.
So, another book, you think?
Well, yes, it is a book because it's from Waterstones. Gosh, it's very tightly packed in there. Right.
What's this
And
then?
it is.
Michael Palin, signed copy as read on BBC Radio 4. What, that copy?
Well, I don't think this copy.
Erebus, the story of a ship.
Yeah.
Now, what's this about then?
It's about a ship.
Well, yeah, but what ship?
Erebus.
Yeah, but what's the Erebus?
I don't know. I haven't read the book yet.
Well, what's the blurb say?
It says, in September 2014, the wreck of a sailing vessel was discovered at the bottom of the sea in the frozen waters of the Canadian Arctic. It was broken at the stern and covered in a woolly coat of underwater vegetation.
I think you can say underwater vegetables.
It genuinely did. Its whereabouts had been a mystery for over a century and a half. Its name was HMS Erebus. Now Michael Palin, former Monty Python stalwart and much-loved television globetrotter, brings this extraordinary ship back to life. Following it from its launch in 1826 to the epic voyages of discovery that led to glory in the Antarctic, an ultimate catastrophe in the Arctic. It explores the intertwined careers of the men who shared its journeys, the dashing James Clark Ross, who charted much of the Great Southern Barrier and oversaw some of the earliest scientific experiments to be conducted there, and the troubled John Franklin, who at the age of 60 and after a checkered career commanded the ship on its final disastrous expedition. And he vividly recounts the experiences of the men who first set to shore on Antarctica's Victoria Land, and those who just a few years later froze to death one by one in the Arctic ice as rescue missions desperately tried to reach them. The result is a wonderfully evocative account of one of the most extraordinary adventures of the 19th century as reimagined by a master explorer and storyteller. Sorry, been a long day.
Right, where's your signature then? Well, his signature. Show me. Erebus, the story of a ship. Michael. Is that really Michael Palin's signature?
It obviously is.
It looks like he's just drawn a load of really weird squiggles. Okay, I would never have read that as Michael Palin.
No. But
okay.
They've got new pens since the other ones, because we've got a signed copy of both Neil Gaiman and Stephen Fry's books on myth and legend.
Yeah.
And the pen they both used is starting to run out a little bit. So it's a little tiny bit faded, so they've got a new pen for Michael Palin.
Okay. No expense spared.
Now he's a comedy god, you see. So.
Right. Now, what's this huge thing then?
I think
You think you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, that was fairly easy.
Oh,
Oh, how many boxes have we got?
might have more
Is
than
this
one.
another like Russian doll job?
Yes, it is.
Well, Martha's going to be pleased.
Yeah, well the little box is too small for her to get into. Right.
Right. Oh dear, where do we start?
Oh my goodness. Don't pass the parcel. Ah, so we have
What's that?
a bag.
Oh, it's a bag.
It's a bag. It's a very heavy bag. It's got something in it.
Alright, hold the bag up there.
Right, so
Hang on, what's the bag say? What?
I've bagged a binge of goodies.
I've bagged a binge of goodies. Alright, with a big... Oh, it's a goodies bag.
It's a goodies bag.
Is this what they call a tote bag?
It's a
Is this
tote bag.
what the modern youths call that?
What do you call it? So we have
What's this then?
some CDs.
CDs of what? Goodies?
Goodies music.
Goodies music.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, right.
Yes. We have the Goodies to Complete BBC collection.
Every single episode
Every
of
single episode.
the goodies on the
Well,
BBC.
56.
Well, because we've already got every single ITV episode,
Yes.
that means we now got everything.
Everything. And the Goodies file and Goodies book of criminal
records?
recordings.
All right, recordings. But that's 2 books
Yep.
by Andrew Pixley, is it?
Yes. We're going to put them over there.
All right, go on. See if we can get them out then. Can you get them out of the packaging or not? You need nails, and I haven't got nails.
I think we'll use the scissors because my
No, you don't want to damage Lord Pixley's books. Now, I understand people have been getting these today, so so this is not the special edition, is it? Or is it?
Yes.
This is the
It's
special.
special edition, just without the photographs that you got if you win the first.
Oh right. Yeah.
So yeah, so we got Goodies file and Goodies book of criminal recordings.
What's it say on the back then?
Nothing on that one.
Nothing much.
And this one, it says, oh god, it's small. At last it can be told, the stirring story of one man and his trusty sled dog who endured the hardships of the Yukon Trail in the pioneer days of the gold rush. Now an inspiring story can be read for the very first time, but not in this book. Instead, in a change to the advertised programme, we present the tale of 3 silly people who met at university and discovering a shared love for gibbons, black pudding and giant kittens, immediately became the Goodies. Well, not absolutely immediately. There was a certain amount of faffing about on the way, but really there isn't any space here to tell you the whole story. That's why we had to do this book.
Mm.
Not for the first time, noted TV historian Andrew Pixley relates the at times barely believable story of Tim Brooke Taylor, Graham Garden and Bill Oddie, collectively known as, sorry, we've forgotten, look inside if you really want to know.
But hold those discs up again. Let's have a good look at that. So, that's a nice picture of Dougal and the
Yes.
giant kitten. What's the back blurb say then?
It says, in 1970, the Goodies unleashed their legendary blend of surreal storylines, strikingly topical satire, slapstick and general lunacy on an unsuspecting viewing public. Capturing the irrelevant and rebellious flavour of the decade, this phenomenally popular award-winning series spread its mischief over 12 years, making household names of creators, writers and performers Bill Oddie, Graham Garden and Tim Brooke Taylor. This set contains all the episodes that the terrific trio made at the BBC, from a giant white fluffy kitten called Twinkle to a slippery climb up a giant beanstalk. From the ancient Lancastrian art of Ecky Thump to fighting a ban on fun instigated by ultra-real puppet government. This is television comedy at its absolute best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got special feature, an audience with the Goodies. This brand new special feature reunites Tim, Bill and Graham on stage for a very special one night only event. Which lots of our friends were at.
That's okay, we didn't get there, but
No.
people we know
It was a
did.
Thursday. Thursdays are awkward.
Yeah. Martha, you gonna get in the box?
Well, it's got a load of commentary
Move
in
all
it,
the
remember?
stuff so she can get in. Oh, she jumped. Hey, there she goes. Martha's got a new box.
Yeah.
So we've got the goodies. We've
Mama's
got
got a box.
Michael Palin, we've got Rent a Ghost, and Martha's got a new box. Right, you going to look after that, Martha? Okay, well thank you for that, Lisa.
Okay.
Most exciting
Yes,
post.
sorry about the stumbling over things.
And
It's been a long
we'll
day.
have a proper look at that tomorrow, I think,
Yes.
won't we? So
Well-
Warren's hopefully coming
Yes.
round,
We've got lots of recording to do.
and we've got recording to do,
Yes.
but I'm sure we can jam in a quick look as well.
Mhm.
But yes, so we'll see you all again soon, and
Okay.
say good night then.
All right then.
Bye bye.
Bye.